Morning. Hope you all are doing well. Hope the excitement is building up for the CAT, which is now around 10 days away. That's it, right? So be ready with your printouts and your concepts and be ready with confidence, right? So great. We are going to continue with CAT questions discussions and we are now on CAT 2019, right? Just before the CAT, we are focusing on questions that have come closer to the CAT. And let's jump into that, guys. Hi, I'm Munira Lokhandwala, and I'm Calcutta alumna, a serial 100 percentiler in the CAT and a 99 percentiler in the GMAT. I also have a CAT verbal book that is available on Amazon and is published by Wiley. I'm taking regular sessions on the Unacademy YouTube Crack CAT channel. I'm also taking a lot of sessions on the Unacademy app. So सबसे पहले तो you need the app, right? So just go to the Google Play Store, search and download for the Unacademy Learning app. Within that, you have to go for CAT as a goal and plus courses, right? So even if you feel कि straight away plus लेना है, नहीं लेना है, you can definitely at least go for the CAT goal, right? And you can check out our free and special classes. So that is what you can use, right, as a user without paying, and you will just find out how great the environment is and what kind of great faculty we have. So we have the country's best educators teaching. We have totally 200 plus educators in just the CAT itself, right? So you have a lot of educators across the country, different languages. We teach not just in English, guys. We teach in Hindi, Punjabi, Gujarati, Marathi, right? So please check us out. Use the special classes. I'm just finished a set of special classes on Math Reviser. So I did 6 sessions that are available on the Unacademy app, where we have revised a lot of maths by looking at CAT questions from 2017 and 18, right? So you could check that out as well, guys. And one other reason, right, why you should subscribe straight away is the National Scholarship Test. So the National Scholarship Test is actually just one section test that you need to take, right? So one section test every Sunday. We have the last section test this Sunday on the 22nd of November from 5 to 5:40. 40 minutes ke test that are very well designed with great insights. And at the same time, you can win vouchers worth 5,000 rupees. I mean, this is no joke, right? 40 minutes ka getting 5,000 rupees. A lot of the top CEOs in the world don't make such kind of money, correct? So just check this test out, guys. Take it, do well. This Sunday, you're going to have a test on VARC. Thoda VARC revise kar lijiye and go ahead and take this test, right? Also, I'm doing a plus course that, is just started. So I'm taking LRDI. It started from 11th November. So we have had around 1 week of sessions done. The course is from 7:30 to 9 every evening, Monday to Friday. And it's a lot of interesting LR sets. LRDI has been one of the most interesting sections in the CAT in the previous years. So we are also, doing a lot of different sets, puzzle-oriented sets. So I'm sure you'll like it, you'll enjoy it, and you'll learn a lot from it, right? So great, guys. With subscription to go for that, we can discuss towards the end of the class. You can use my code Munira10 to get a great discount, right? So great. Let's now talk about the puzzle that I gave you all last. So Fn represents the nth term of the Fibonacci sequence, right? 1, 1, 1, and so on and so forth. And Fn is the term and Sn is the sum. So you have to prove that the sum can be written in this format, right? So example bhi hai S5, if you find out, it is 1 plus 1 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 5, 12, which is actually, right, the 13th term minus 1. Okay, so we will start our analysis, right, from this part that F2 or F3 rather is F1 plus F2, right? Or more importantly, Fn plus 2 is Fn plus 1 minus Fn. So I can rewrite Fn as, right, Fn plus 2, sorry, this is plus here, minus Fn plus 1, right? So starting from Sn, starting from the first term, second term, third term, right, till your nth term, I can rewrite each of these terms as, so F1 can be written as F3 minus F2, F2 can be written as F4 minus F3, F3 can be written as F5 minus F4, till you come to the last term, which can be written as Fn plus 2 minus Fn plus 1. So everything will get cancelled, right? F3 will get cancelled, F4 will get cancelled, F5 will get cancelled. ये भी cancel हो जाएगा. बचेंगे सिर्फ two terms as usual, right? The last term and the first term. Now in our normal Fibonacci sequence, and they have given, right, it represents this Fibonacci sequence in particular. Our second term is 1, so I can rewrite this as f of n plus 2 minus 1. Right? Great, guys. Let's move on to our CAT questions. From the 34 questions, we did 11 questions last time, and today we are going to do another 11 questions, and we'll wrap it up with the last 12 questions tomorrow. Okay? So product of two positive numbers is 616. If the ratio of the difference of their cube to the cube of their difference is 157:3, then the sum of the two numbers is, so you have that the product of the two numbers is 616, right? And the difference of their cubes, so a cube minus b cube divided by a minus b the whole cube is equal to 157 divided by 3. So one way, of course, is we can sit and solve this. Another way is actually, let's just factorize this, right? 616. See, ये सब integers होंगे. They are going to be proper numbers, right? So let's factorize this. I can clearly see that this is 56 into 11. But 56 plus 11 is not an option. So can I rewrite it in some other way? And remember, I want the difference to be a multiple of 3, right? So then the next possible 11 नहीं है, तो 22 करते हैं. Is 28 into 22, and 28 plus 22 is an option, and then we can check, is 28 cube minus 22 cube, right, divided by 28 minus 22, 6 cube, is this 157 by 3? So I know normally this would be tedious to do, but because we have a calculator, it can't be that bad. But let me tell you, because of this 6, right, you know this is going to be the right answer. So this is one way of doing it. The other is to work with this equation. So how can we go about it? We can write this as a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square divided by a minus b into a minus b the whole square. So this gets cut off. Then I can rewrite this as a square minus 2ab plus b square. So because ये plus ab को मैंने minus 2ab कर दिया है, I'm going to do a plus 3ab. So that you know we are conserving our plus ab divided by a minus b the whole square. Okay, so this is equal to a minus b the whole square divided by a minus b the whole square plus 3ab over a minus b the whole square. So this is 1, and now I can subtract, you know, from 157 by 3. I can subtract 1 from here, and I'll be left with 154 by 3. Substitute AB is equal to 616. Right? And we can find that a minus b the whole square is equal to 9 into 616 divided by 154. So that is 4s are, and hence A minus B is equal to 6. Right? This I'll get as 36. And since they are positive, we'll take the positive difference. A minus B is 6, right? And now you can solve this. You want two numbers with a product of 616 and a difference of 6. So they both have to be even, right? In which case you can remove 4 from this and you will be left with 154, right? And now I need to break up 154 with a difference of 3 because I've removed the 2 from here and the 2 from top, right? So that difference of 3 obviously is 14 and 11. So the numbers are 14 into 2 and 11 into 2. But really, I'd rather that we just did the first method, right? Great, guys. On selling a pen at a 5% loss and a book at 15% gain, Kareem gains rupees 7. Okay, so let's say the pen ka cost price is P and the book ka cost price is B. So there is an equation here, definitely. If he sells the pen at 5% gain and the book at 10% gain, he gains rupees 13. What is the cost price of the book in rupees? अब बुक के साथ क्या हो रहा है, उसका 15% भी होने वाला है, 10% भी होने वाला है. 10% is right, 10 by 100, so 1 by 10 उसका हम करने वाले हैं बुक का. So the book should at least be a multiple of 10, right? तो book होगा ये दोनों में से कोई एक. We can substitute. So let's say we take book to be 80, or let's say we take it to be 100. I know 100 is not the answer, so we can show that 100 doesn't work. So 15% gain है 100 पे, that is 15 rupees. So 5% loss has to be 8 rupees. Okay. तो अगर 5% loss 8 rupees है, what is 5%? It is 1 by 20. That means the pen ka cost is 160. Now we just try it in the next equation. 160 ka 5%, again, now it's a 5% gain, right? Okay, so this is again going to be 8 rupees, but this is a plus. And this is 10, so this is going to give me 18 and not 13. So this is not the answer. But if I substitute 80, right, then a 15% gain is 12 rupees. If the total gain is 7 rupees, that means there's a minus 5 here. And hence the pen is 100 rupees. और अगर पेन पे 5 का गेन है, बुक पे 80 पे, right, 10 का गेन है, so you see how we get a 13 rupees. That is really the best way of solving it. If this was a TITA question, then the equations that you will get would be that 5%, सब पे percent है तो percent भूल जाओ. Correct? You can say 5 times the pen and it's a loss. So minus 5p plus 15b. So 100 we have got here is 700. Right? And in the second case you get plus 5p and plus 10b is equal to 1300. So यहाँ से भी if you see it's not that bad to find the book. If you just add the two up, it's 25b is equal to 2000. So b is equal to 80. But the thing is, all this writing takes time. Yeah? Great, guys. Let's move on. Two cars travel the same distance starting at 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. respectively on the same day. Right? So the difference between the two times is a 1 hour difference. They reach their common destination at the same point of time. If the first car traveled for at least 6 hours, right, that is the slower car, then the highest possible value of the percentage by which the speed of the second car could exceed that of the first car is. So see, the more they drive, the closer their speeds become, right? So if the think about it, that the first car is driving for 100 hours, then the second car is driving for 99 hours, and really the speeds become very close to each other. Imagine, in fact, instead, that the first car is just driving for 2 hours and then the second car would just drive for 1 hour. And you can see that how fast the second car becomes with respect to first. So if I want the highest possible percentage, then I will keep the time as lowest. The lower the time, the faster is the second car with respect to the first car. Imagine if they reach at 11:10 minutes, 11:10 पे. The second car has only driven 10 minutes and the first car has driven 70 minutes. The speeds become 7:1 ratio. So it's really correct. You can really change the speed by keeping the time as close to 11 as possible. But we have a constraint that the first car traveled for at least 6 hours, so then make it exactly 6 hours. Then the second car traveled for 5 hours. So the time ratio is 6:5. That means the speed ratio is 5:6. So the second car is exceeding the first car, by 1/5 as a percentage, which is 20%. So answer is option A, right? Great, guys. Let's look at the 15th question. At their usual efficiency levels, A and B together finish a task in 12 days. If A had worked half as efficiently as she usually does, and B had worked twice as efficiently as he usually does, the task would have been completed in 9 days. How many days would A take to finish if she works alone at her usual efficiency? अगर दोनों को मिलके 12 दिन लगते हैं, right? अगर दोनों को मिलके 12 दिन लगते हैं, तो किसी एक को तो 12 दिन, right? And this is not possible. Let's now look at this option. If A is taking half the time, right? I mean, if A is taking, double the time, that means A's efficiency is half in the 12 days. So A and B are equal efficiency. So they both are doing 1 unit. The work is 24 units. So I'm just substituting options and 4 में से 1 तो मैंने उड़ा दिया. This is very easy to check. Okay. So now if A works at half the efficiency, that means A is doing half a unit per day and B is doing 3 units per day, then that is 3.5 into 9, which is not going to be anywhere close to 24. So ये option भी गया. Now between these two, you can pick up one of them, right? So let us pick up 36, because 36 and 12, there is a very clear connection. Okay. So 36 units is the work. A is doing 1 unit, right? B would have to do 2 units for the work to get over in 12 days. Then only 3 into 12, 36 hoga. So B would be doing 2 units. Now half efficiency ho gaya, half, और ये हो गया 6. 6.5 into 9 not going to be equal to 36. So even B is not an answer. If you substitute 18, you will see how easily it works out. Let the work be 36 units again, because 18 or 12 ka multiple. A is doing 2 units a day, correct? Because 18 days में काम खत्म हो रहा है. Together they are doing 3 units, so B is doing 1 unit. अगर इसको हाफ करते हैं तो ये बन जाता है 1 unit, इसको ट्रिपल करते हैं तो बन जाता है 3 units. So together they are doing 4 units, 9 day में काम खत्म. So answer is option A. Doesn't take too much time, right? It's the explanation that is taking time. If I'm solving at run time, it's very quick to substitute options. If you have to solve this, if this was a TITA question, then let your work, right? Let your work be a multiple of 12 and 9. So again, let your work be 36 units. Okay, if your work is 36 units, A and B together are doing 3 units a day. Correct? So A ka units plus B ka units is 3 units. And in the new case, they are doing 4 units a day, where it is A by 2 plus 3B. So you can multiply by 2, right, and subtract this from your, so you get 5B is equal to 5 units. So B is doing 1 unit a day. And then it's easy to find everything else, right? Next question. All this is equal to this, then A11 equals. Now, whenever I see something like this, right, this should remind you of your geometric progression ka sum. So, what is the geometric progression ka sum? A1 plus A2 till AN, where all these are, terms in a geometric progression. If the first term is A and the common ratio is R, then the sum is going to be A into R raised to N minus 1 divided by R minus 1. So now let us get first of all this form inside the bracket. So this is 3 into 2, right? I've taken 2 out, 2 raised to N minus 1. So ये तो आ गया, ये हो गया 6. Is the denominator 2 minus 1? Yes, it is. So this is a geometric progression, correct? With the first term as 6 and the common ratio as 2. Now I need to find A raised to 11, which is going to be first term into common ratio raised to 10. So it is 2 raised to 10 into 6, which is 1024 into 6, right? And that is equal to 6144. So your answer is 6144. Great, guys. Let's look at the next one. The number of real roots of this equation is what? So when I have the right hand side as 2 raised to x over 2 raised to minus x, I can rewrite this as 2 raised to x plus 1 over 2 raised to x. So it's basically a number and its reciprocal. Okay. Now since x, right, is in the index, x positive ho, negative ho, kuch bhi ho, 2 raised to x is always going to be positive. So iska positive, dono numbers positive hai, this has to be greater than equal to 2. Now cos of any number, right, lies between minus 1 to plus 1. And in the positive side, it is bounded by 0 to 1. So 2 cos is going to be bounded of any number, right? 2 cos is going to be bounded by 0 to 2. अब यहाँ पे minimum है 2, यहाँ पे maximum है 2. So then they both have to be equal to 2. So when this is 2, right, 2 raised to x, when will this be 2? When x is equal to 1. No, sorry, when x is equal to 0. Then you'll have 1 plus 1, right? So at x is equal to 0, this becomes equal to 2. And then if you check, cos of 0 into 1 is basically cos of 0. Cos of 0 is 1. And hence 2 becomes equal to 2. And there is only one root for this, and that root is x is equal to 0. Right? So the number of roots, it's just 1. We don't want the answer, we want the number of roots. (18) The income of Amala is 20% more than that of Bimala. Okay, so Bimala, right, से ज़्यादा है Amala. And by how much? By 1/5, 20%. But Amala is 20% less. Okay, so Amala is 20% less than Kamala. Okay, so 20% less means Amala is now 4/5. Here, so I would like to start off with a Bimala's value of 20, क्योंकि उसको मुझे divide by 5 भी करना है, और अमला में अगर 4 होगा तो वो आसानी से, right, we can move ahead to find Kamala's value. So if Bimala is 20, right, Amala is going to be 24, and if Amala, right, that's 20% more, 1/5 more. And if Amala is 24, this is 4/5 of Kamala, so Kamala will be 30. So right, so this is B, this is K, and this is apna Sutradhar A. So Kamala's income goes down by 4%. So this becomes 28.8. it becomes 96, right, of itself. Vimla's goes up by 10%, so this becomes 22. So now Kamala's income is 6.8 over 22, right? So little more than 30%, 31%. You can see this as 3.4 over 11, and 3.41 over 11 would be exactly 31. So it's thoda 31 se kam hai. It can't be 32. Right? Great, guys. In a race of 3 horses, the first beat the second by 11 meters. So ये अपना race है, they are running. Okay. The first horse has reached. The second horse is 11 meters away. And the third horse by 90 meters. So this is the third horse. This whole thing is 90 meters. Now from first horse abhi aaram kar raha hai, right? Now these 2 horses are still running from here. And this horse reaches the end. So this horse has covered 11 meters to reach the end. At the same time, the third horse has reached somewhere here, so that the difference between them is 80 meters. So when the second horse covered 11, the third horse covered 10. Right? So the gap between them, between what they are covering, is a 1 meter gap. Okay. In the full race, the gap between them became 80 meters. Right? In the full race, the gap became 80 meters. So the total race must be 80 into 11, right? जब 11 भागता है तो 1 का गैप होता है, जब 80 भागेगा तो 80 into 11 का गैप होगा, right? So answer is going to be 880. Yes, great, guys. 20th question. A1 to AN, right? They are in arithmetic progression. Then I need to find iska value. So let us look at each of these terms, right? When I have root of A1 plus root of A2, I don't want a root in the denominator, right? Nobody wants a root in the denominator. So we'll rationalize it. We'll multiply with root of A2. And A2 is greater, let us say, right? So we'll rationalize it like this. तो ऊपर भी हमें इससे मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. तो नीचे आ जाएगा A2 minus A1, which is nothing but the common difference. So the first term can be written as root of A2 minus root of A1 divided by the common difference. I can do a similar thing for the second one. I can start off with, A2 plus A3, multiply and divide by A3 minus A2. Okay, so नीचे आ जाएगा A3 minus A2 और ऊपर आ जाएगा A3 minus A2 root. So again, because it's in an AP, the difference between any two consecutive terms is the common difference. So यहाँ पे भी I will get A3 minus A2 and divided by D again. So सबका denominator में धीरे धीरे we'll get D, which is great, right? Because then I can get everything together. And in the numerator, these A2s cancel off. Then A3 will also cancel off. Then A4 will also cancel off. And as usual, we'll be left with two terms. First ka negative and last ka positive. And the denominator is going to be D. अब ऐसा तो कोई option दिख नहीं रहा है. In fact, सब जगह we have something in the denominator and nothing in the numerator, right? So what can we do? I can rewrite D itself. Right, I can rewrite D itself as forget D right now. What is the difference between AN and AN plus 1? From A1 to A2, the difference is D. From A2 to A3, it is D, right? So the difference between these two terms, okay, let me just, the difference between these two terms, which is AN plus 1 and A1, right, that is nothing but ND. So D itself can be written as this whole thing divided by N. Okay, so let's multiply. अभी यहाँ पे minus तो already आ गया है. Let us multiply with the plus part. Right? And D, I'm going to substitute with AN plus 1 minus A1, the whole thing divided by D, by N, sorry. So first of all, the N goes on top, right? So you have N on top, and these two become AN plus 1 minus A1, and in the denominator now I have AN plus 1 minus A1, and then I have all this, right? So this cancels off and we are left with N over root of AN plus 1 plus root of A1, right? And that is nothing but option A. What a convoluted way of doing this, right? Okay, so a very nice way of doing this, is to say, okay, what if I just have the first term? So if I have the first term, right, and I compare this to iska definition, n is equal to 1, right, because you have a1 and a2. So substitute n is equal to 1. Here you get a1, a2, you get 1 on top, works. Here you get 0 on top, here you get 1 on top, or niche you get minus, here you get 0 on top. So answer is option A. Right? Great, guys. 21st question. AB is a diameter of a circle of radius 5 centimeter. P and Q be 2 points on the circle such that, okay, so let's draw AB. AB is a diameter, so AB is equal to 10. Okay, PB is 6. Length of AP is twice, so Q can be anywhere, right? You can have Q, but just so that our diagram looks a little better, we'll keep Q on the other side. Otherwise, Q can easily be on this side, it doesn't matter. Yeah, your answer will not change. Okay, so this is AQ. I need to find QB. Now, because AB is a diameter, right? Because AB is a diameter, AQB is right angled, right? And APB is right angled. तो यहाँ पे एक राइट एंगल है, यहाँ पे एक राइट एंगल है. अभी ये 6 है और ये 10 है. So what is AP going to be? AP is going to be 10 square minus 6 square का root. So it is going to be 64 का root 8. 3, 4, 5 triangle, right? 6, 8, 10. Now AP is twice of AQ, so AQ hence will have to be 4. And since AQB is also right angle triangle, QB square is going to be root of AB square minus AQ square. So that is equal to root of 100 minus 16 4 square, right? So it's root of 84, which is a little more than 9. Right? So answer is going to be, is it going to be 9.1 or 9.3? So let's quickly find out 9.1 square. Right? So that's going to be 81 and then 180, 8, 2, oh, this is not working out. So yeah, we can just quickly, yeah, that was fine. 8 to 8 1. I was just trying to make it a multiple of 9. God knows why. Okay, so 9.1 से ज़्यादा है ये, right? This is close to 83. You moved by 180 to reach 91. To reach 92, you will have to move by another 180. So ये 9.2 से कम है, correct? So answer is 9.1 and not 9.3. One can use 3 different modes of transports which move at, to reach from one place to another. The percentage by which Bimal's travel time exceeds Amal's travel time. So Amal is taking 1/3, right? For time. He is spending 1/3 time at 10, 1/3 time on 20, 1/3 time on 30. Since the time spent are equal on each of these, the average speed is going to be 20. The average speed is going to be 20, which is 10 plus 20 plus 30 divided by 3. In the second case, वो distance, 1/3 distance. So let our distance, correct? Harmonic mean निकालना है basically. ये arithmetic mean निकाला है, harmonic, I don't want to get into the formula. It is just better if I pick up a good number. Okay. So let the distance be 180. So 60, he's traveling at 10. That will take 6 hours, right? 20, he's traveling 60. He's then traveling at 20. That will take 3 hours, and then 60 is traveling at 30. That takes 2 hours. So totally 180 cover करने के लिए 11 hours, right? So in one case, our average speed is 20. In the other case, our average speed is 180. So the average speeds are in the ratio 20:180. Now the time will be in the inverse ratio. It will be 180 into 220. Right? So that is 9:11 ratio. So 2 on 9 is going to be the extra time, and hence that is 22%. Right? Great, guys. Let us look at some bonus questions now. Yeah. So S is a series of natural numbers containing n terms. S1 is the sum of every alternate term starting from the first term. So it is the sum of odd terms, not odd numbers, but the terms that are odd in this series. And S2 is the sum of even terms. Now, this is a natural series. जो कोई भी natural number का आप series बना सकते हो, कुछ भी बना सकते हो. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है that there has to be a pattern, it has to be a square, cube, or some table. It can be just any series of natural numbers. Okay. Product of S1 and S2 is odd. That means S1 is odd, so the sum of odd terms is odd, and S2 is also odd, so the sum of even terms is also odd. Okay, so S1 is odd, S2 is odd, great. Sum. Now, इसमें जो numbers जो terms है, right? Some of these, because they're natural numbers, some of these terms will be even terms, some of these terms will be odd terms. Now, even terms don't make the sum odd. It's the odd terms that make the sum odd. So the number, right, of odd terms must be odd, then only the sum will be odd. Whereas in S2, right, number of odd terms again here will be odd, because it's the even terms really don't make any difference. So if there are odd number of odd terms in S1 and in S2, same thing, right, in S2, then the total number of odd terms in the whole series, right, must be even. That's the only thing we can say. We can't say, right, anything about the number of terms. We can't say anything about even terms. We can only say that the total number of terms in S that are odd must be even. So answer is the fourth option. Right, guys? Great. Next one. There are n boxes, each of which contains several coins or denominations. 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees and 20 rupees. 20 rupees के भी coins आने लग गए हैं, right? Exactly 8 coins are randomly drawn from each of the boxes. Then find the minimum possible value of n such that at least 11 coins of the same denomination. So if I say I want 11 coins of 1 rupee, right? Let us say 1 rupee. I can keep picking coins, and all the coins, right, can be 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, and I may never get a 1 rupee coin. But if I want same denomination, okay, I want same denomination, it need not be 1 rupee. कोई भी coin का same, कोई coin का, right, I want 11 coins of the same denomination. And I want to ensure कि इतने coins pick up, इतने boxes से मैं pick up करूँगी, तो definitely ये होगा. I need to ensure that. So I am going to look at the worst possible case. So what is the worst possible case? What is the easiest case? कि मैंने 11 coins निकाले, वो सब 2 rupee के 11 coins निकले, no problem. 2 डब्बों में से I picked up 11 coins of 2 rupees, right? That's the best possible case. What is the worst possible case? Worst possible case is when I get 10 coins, right, of 1 rupee, of 2 rupees also I get 10 coins, of 5 rupees also I get 10 coins, of 10 rupees also I get 10 coins, and 20 rupees also I get 10 coins. So totally I get, how many coins do we get? 50 coins. और कोई किसी एक का भी 11 coins नहीं हुआ. पर after this when I pick up the next coin, right, किसी एक का तो 11 coin हो जाएगा. So in 51 coins, definitely at least one denomination के 11 coins definitely होंगे, right? कोई एक denomination के 11 coins definitely होंगे. Now I can pick up only 8 coins from each box. So to pick up 51 coins, I need 7 boxes, right? 7 into 8, 56 coins I can pick up. Great. So our answer here is 7 boxes. TITA question hai. Let's move on, guys. A square sheet of paper has side of 60 centimeter. 4 squares are cut away from each of its corners. तो ऐसा एक स्क्वायर शीट ऑफ पेपर है and 4 squares are cut off. Again, squares only are cut off. And then this portion, right, इसको खड़ा कर देते हैं, तो you get a box with an open top, right? You get a box with an open top. So this whole thing is 60 centimeter. Let us say the side of the square that you're cutting off, right? There are 4 squares. They are x. बताया गया है. So the dimension, right, of this portion, right, this portion is going to be 60 minus 2x. It is going to be 60 minus 2x. And hence the volume of the cuboid will be the base square of 60 minus 2x, right, into the height. So it's going to be 60 minus 2x the whole square into x. Right, height is x. When you lift this up, height is going to be x. So you want to maximize this. इसको maximum करना है. So maximizing this, isn't it the same as maximizing 2x? It's the same thing. Correct? Maximizing x or maximizing 2x is the same thing. Now when I have something like this, correct, that a square into b को मुझे maximize करना है और a plus b constant है, right? यहाँ पे a plus b is 60. Then I just need to break up 60 in the ratio 2:1. So if I have to maximize, right, a raised to m into b raised to n, and a plus b is fixed, I just need to divide 60 in the ratio m is to n. तो यहाँ पे m2 है, right, n1 है, so 60 minus 2x is 40 and 2x is 20 and more importantly x is 10. So अपना जो original हमें जो maximize करना है, ये maximize करना है, okay? That is going to be 40 square into 10. So it's going to be 1600 into 10, right? And that is 16,000. That is your answer. Great. Let's look at the next question. A tank of capacity 165 liters has n taps numbered from 1 to n fitted to it. At the start of the nth minute, where 1, right, and capital N के बीच में छोटा n है, the tap numbered n is open. If it takes exactly n minutes to fill the tank, find n. So, ये correct n taps है, and they are filling at the rate of n liters per minute. तो पहले मिनट पे आप first tank खोलोगे, right? When n is 1, it is just going to fill up 1 liter per minute. तो पहले मिनट में 1 liter is filled up. In the second minute, ये खुला है और इसके साथ आपने दूसरा टैंक टैप खोल दिया, that is filling 2 liters per minute. तो ये हो गया 1 plus 2. Third minute पे it is 1 plus 2 plus 3. Fourth minute पे similarly 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, right? So in the nth minute, we are filling up n into n plus 1 by 2. Triangular number है ना? This is the summation of 1 to n, correct? Now we need to sum this up. First minute पे एक ही होता है, last minute पे capital N होता है. हमें इसको ऐसा sum up करना है, तो अपना 165 liters आएगा. So let's see how we can go about it, right? You get summation from 1 to capital N of n square plus n, or n by 2 बाहर में, sorry, half बाहर में. So let's get that here, and you will get summation n square plus summation n is 330. N square is nothing but n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6, and that is n into n plus 1 by 2. This is equal to 330. So now we can just get the 6 on the other side, and n into n plus 1 common. तो एक जगह बच जाता है 2n plus 1, दूसरी जगह बच जाता है 3, right? Because I need to multiply by 3 to make this also 6, so that I can carry it over there. So 1980. And hence I can rewrite this as n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 4 is equal to 1980. So 2 nikal diya, so this becomes 990, which is the product of 3 consecutive numbers. 3 consecutive numbers multiplying to give us 990. No rocket science here, right? This is 9 into 10 into 11. So n has to be the first n, right? 9. Great, guys. Fifth question. A coin can show heads or tails. A coin reversal is an operation defined as reversing coin from head to tail or vice versa. If there are 333 coins on a table and all the coins are reversed after a total of n reversals, which of the following is a possible value of n? So 333 coins पड़े हैं, right? ऐसे कुछ coins पड़े हैं. I need to ensure that all of them are reversed. So definitely I'll need 333 reversals. No, इससे कम तो नहीं लग सकता. तीनों को, ये सब coins को मुझे reverse करना है, इतने reversals तो लगेंगे. अब इसके आगे, if I reverse a coin further, I have to reverse it back. So if I pick up the second coin and I reverse it, I cannot, let it be reversed. I have to get it back because now they are all in the final position that I want. So whenever I change it, I have to change it back. So from now onwards, the number of reversals will be even. So our answer has to be odd number plus even number, right? Odd number plus even number. And hence it is going to be an odd number which is greater than 333. And hence the only possibility is the second option. Right? Great, guys. Let's look at our bonus puzzle. You have the radii of two of the larger circles as 36 and 9. You now have to find the radii of the smaller circle. So, iska 36 hai, iska 9 hai, iska aapko radius nikalna hai. So do give this some thought, guys, right? I'll see you again tomorrow when we discuss the remaining 12 sessions from the 2019 slot 1 question set. And of course, guys, I hope to see you on Unacademy. I really can't emphasize enough what a great environment Unacademy has for studying, right? You just don't see a video of a faculty teaching. You can participate. You can interact with the faculty. You can answer questions, right? And you can feature in leaderboards. So these features, they are not there on any of the free resources that you will see online. It is really the best environment to study, right? Beyond that, you also have test series and analysis, right? And live doubt clearing sessions. So doubt clearing sessions में आप अपना doubt faculty को via a platform दे सकते हैं and the faculty solves it. So really that doesn't happen anywhere else. And guys, a reminder again about the National Scholarship Test. Please be there for the test. It's there on this Sunday at 5 o'clock where you'll be tested on the verbal section. And I'm taking a lot of special classes and plus classes. I hope to see you there as well, guys. So which subscription should you go for? If you're focused on CAT 20, abhi ka CAT aapko sirf lena hai, right? Then you should look at the 6-month or the 3-month package. I would recommend the 6-month package because then you'll be with us till May, which means कि आपके बाकी सारे जो exams है like XLRI, XAT, CMAT, NMAT, SNAP, ये सब can be taken care of, right? And if you are focused on the next year's CAT 2021, then सवाल ही नहीं उठता. You have to go for the 2-year subscription. Do use my code Munira10 to get a great discount. I hope to see you around, guys. Take care. Best of luck again. We are also doing a countdown series video. Do have a look at that. So today we are going to have a video on the 10 things that you need to do in the next 10 days to ensure that you are acing the CAT, you're cracking the CAT, right? So best of luck again.